Yes, I can confirm to you that at exactly 2:30 p.m., Mr. Alabi, Bishop Quadri, or Quadri, was physically handed over to me by the authorities of the Nigerian Correctional Service. Recall that about 3 hours ago, the court discharged him following the advice of the Director of Public Prosecutions, Lagos State, where the DPP found that Quadri Alabi has no case to answer, that the allegation of armed robbery brought and made by the police is without substance, without evidence, and that he was innocent. However, as you may be aware, when a court makes an order discharging a person, there is an administrative process that has to follow, which is basically for the signing, the preparation and signing of his release warrant. Until that warrant is physically handed over to the correctional officer, it cannot be physically released. So now the warrant was signed and handed over, and Quadri is now free and is going home and is no longer returning to the medium security custodial center. Let me thank all Nigerians and the media for the interest they have shown in the case of this boy. Like I keep saying, you may not understand Quadri's case until you have met Quadri. Those of you that have now seen him, you don't need to have power of clairvoyance. You don't need to be a prophet to look at this boy, mainly by looking at him, to know that, to have reason to question the allegation made against him. So for the fact that a Nigerian child was subjected to this horrendous treatment since January, incarcerated without cause, is unacceptable. Now that he has been released, we have grave concerns about his safety and that of his family. As I speak to you, it is not safe for him or his mother, who is standing beside me, to return to their home. So as I speak, Quadri is basically homeless because their current home is not safe for them. There are reasons why I'm saying that. Apart from the fact that you are all aware of the circumstances that led to him being abducted, he was not arrested. Quadri was abducted by so-called area boys. So, handed over to the police. The same people behind his travels, they have not left Nigeria, they have not left Lagos, they are still within that community. So it is only common sense that his family should be relocated somewhere else. So we'll be appealing to Nigerians of good conscience. Please extend a hand of help to this family, and Quadri in particular. The most pressing need is for us to get an alternative accommodation for them, get them accommodation elsewhere, where his family can stay. They don't have the means. You can see it yourself. The second need is that even though he became momentarily famous during the elections, quite sadly, that fame, was not, the benefit of that fame was not sustained. So he basically went back to the streets doing petty things. So currently, he needs some stable form of employment. He has started learning tailoring. I don't know whether he would want to continue with that, but the point is that Quadri needs some form of rehabilitation that will enable him to be self-sufficient and useful to the country. So we are appealing to any spirited member of the public out there that may want to assist him beyond just the accommodation. Please reach out to me. We'll be able to bring that help to his family. And then lastly, I want to restate for emphasis, and I say this without apology, and I'm ready to say this before anybody in this country. I'm ready to say this before anybody. The divisional police officer of Amoguko divisional headquarters has to be removed. If the commissioner of police does not sanction him, along with the other officers who took part in this act of evil. What the Commissioner of Police Lagos will be telling Nigerians and the whole world is that the Lagos police now connive with criminal elements to abduct children and falsely frame them for armed robbery. So if the Lagos Police Command has no hand in this travesty, this abomination that has been done, if the IG does not consent to what has been done to Quadri, we want to see an immediate action taken against the officers who were behind it. We are not going to withdraw this demand. And as I have said, the police must also compensate him, and we are demanding for 100 million.